Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for the new Disney movie, Moana. So of course with all my movie reviews, I do a non-spoiler portion and then a spoiler portion. So let's start talking about the movie. So what is this movie kind of about, summarizing it? It's about this girl, Moana, and she's attracted to the water, and she must go on a journey to help her island, help her people, and won't spoil anything else. But what did I think of the movie overall? I will say I really enjoyed this movie because it was a very different type of Disney movie, a very different type of princess movie. Even though it has very similar, I guess, storytelling structure of we have to go here, we have to go here, we have to go here. It reminded me a lot of Little Mermaid 2, actually. A lot of similar themes of being trapped on the island and wanting to go farther than where you're from. But still, the originality of it is our main characters and what it focuses on. Usually a lot of the Disney movies will focus just on the adventure and make the villain more important, but here it's very much about the hero. It's about their journey, and that's something I really enjoyed. And of course the music was so good. I love the theme that Moana has. They do it a couple of times in the movie, so really enjoyed that aspect. And the voice acting was so good. I know the voice actress from Moana is a new actress, and she fit the part so well and gave so much great personality to Moana that you wanted to root for her as a hero. So really enjoyed that aspect. And again, I don't want to spoil it because obviously this is a non-spoiler portion, but I'll keep saying the structure of the movie is what I really liked about it. So overall, what I'm going to give the movie is 4.25 stars. Like I said, really enjoyed it. I would have to see in a second viewing how I would feel about some of the pacing of the movie, but overall the characters are really well done. The Rock's character and Moana have really great chemistry in the movie, and the animation is just gorgeous. And there is, you know, a short from Disney that reminded me a lot of this movie. I wonder if it was connected. I'll talk more about that in the spoiler portion. But yeah, going back to the animation, I love the focus on the water because it's such an important part of the story, and it just looked beautiful. So really like the animation here. And what I was saying about the songs, the main theme song of this movie, I will definitely be playing on repeat. I thought it was a really good theme and really good song. So overall, like I said, I'm going to give it 4.25 stars. So now let's go into the spoiler portion. So now I can talk about the story structure of this movie. Now, what I liked about it, now, of course, like I said, it's still very much, we gotta go here, we gotta go here, but it's less, you know, I compare it to Frozen, because I feel like that's the biggest culprit of the journey aspect of Disney movies, where they have to go places, and it's so obvious, and when you have a second viewing, you just kind of want to skip some scenes, like, alright, pacing could be better, but here I feel like it was less repetitive of the places they were going. But the part I kind of wish they cut out, which I understand they kind of needed a villain of the story, was the turtle. I didn't really care for, or the crab, I'm sorry, not turtle. The crab of the movie. The song for me didn't do it. I just felt like it was an added part, and I know you obviously needed to get the hook in some way, but I would say either pick the coconuts or the hook. I don't know. For me, it was a little bit too much. I think the pacing could have been a little better if they cut out one of the scenes or just shortened both of the scenes. I would say that, because you can't really cut it out. They both bring uniqueness to the movie, but maybe making one of them a little shorter in the end. But what I was mentioning, what this movie did remind me a lot of is that short from Inside Out, the lava short. I feel like they probably expanded some of the story from the lava short and made Moana, or at least had some influence from it. Because there's a lot of similarities there, which was good. I like that they had similarities to that. As we got to the end of how the new island was created. And what I love about this movie, like I was saying, is that this is more character-driven than plot-driven, that you have to get this amulet. I don't think that was more the big focus. It was more about the journeys of Moana and The Rock's character. The Rock's character I was really surprised by, because you thought he was going to be painted as the villain in the movie, just the way they start out the movie, but it's very much about him searching for himself, searching for what he's meant to be. And I love the psychological part of the story where we find out that he's actually human before he was a demigod, and his parents didn't want him. So that's why, in the end, he wanted to be wanted. And I thought that was such a great moment. And then Moana's connection to the sea was very well done. And in the end, the lesson that I loved is that stay connected to your culture. I mean, that's what it's about, is Moana finding her history in a lot of ways. And I thought that was such a beautiful message in the movie. And in what made the movie, in the end, is that they became voyagers once again, and they were connected to the sea. Now, there were some parts of the movie that were a little predictable, but still were good parts. Like the grandma. I think we all saw her coming. If you've seen Disney movies, you knew the grandma was probably going to die. And then she was kind of mentioning that stingray tattoo a lot, so you knew the stingray was going to have to do with something. But at least the grandmother was the motivation for Moana to continue, for her to be the one to put the amulet back into the island. That was a nice little twist, because at the whole time it's like, oh, demigod, you got to do it, you have to do it. But in the end, it was Moana who was her own hero. So that's the structure that I feel like they changed a bit in a regular Disney movie. And they poke fun at Disney structure a lot too, saying, oh, you're just a princess with a sidekick for an animal. And the chicken was cute. Probably used a little bit too much, but the chicken was very cute. But yeah, I like that. I like that they changed kind of the structure of the hero of a Disney movie, and the princess in general. So for me, I thought this was a really well done movie. Again, I will definitely be listening to the soundtrack again, and it's worth watching, and I hope it's a movie that doesn't fall under the radar, because I think it's a Disney movie that everyone should see if you are a fan of Disney, or if you're a fan of animation in general. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, description below, there are links for my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter. And don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father, Like Daughter. And I'll see you guys later.